hard to deal with. So by the time I went to my first nutrition appointment, I was in rough shape. Hadn't been taking vitamins well, but again, getting around folks who had the surgery and had similar experiences, it's different to be around those folks, because if not, like, you will, I really can't iterate that enough. You will feel like you are alone in this battle and that no one will understand what you're going through. So getting around the folks who, have done it, keeping that communication open. You don't have to be sitting in eating and doing all of that with them. You literally just have to have that communication to know that it's not just you that had to go through this. So it's getting dark. There we go. That was about day 20 that I went to that nutrition appointment, and realized, like, oh no, we can advance you to pure age. You can eat this, you can eat this. And by this time I hadn't had any of the protein shakes, because by this time they just tasted bad to me. So I started, eating a little bit more of the puree foods. I was able to get down the chicken salad, and that went well. And, they had me try egg the previous week, and apparently that went well. Come to find out, I now, after surgery, cannot process whey protein. Where were all of my protein shakes? Whey protein shakes. So what was making me sick and keeping me in the bathroom was the very thing that I was told was supposed to be keeping me alive. So after I found that out and sort of took that out, it changed everything. Literally, like, I could almost hear my body sigh with relief. And recently, I'm now at week 4. I just found another protein shake that I can actually tolerate, which is the egg white protein, which is expensive. So, I found a way to, sort of stretch that. But it was literally that in between that actual 3-week mark, or right at it, things literally just turned around. And I'm grateful that it happened. I'm so, so grateful that it happened, because the way I feel now, literally 1 week later, I don't question why I had the surgery. And there's some stuff. I probably ate something I wasn't supposed to. I had jerk chicken yesterday, and it was delicious. And it made my bowels look real interesting. So there we go. It made things look really, really interesting. Let's just say that. They talk about oil slicks and all of that. Stuff just gets interesting. But I don't want to say it was worth it, but it's not as horrible to deal with, especially after I dealt with 3 weeks of almost constant diarrhea. Like having some little greasy stools, just get your wet wipes. Constantly keep some wet wipes around. Poopery at work has been a savior. And a good spray, I would, I haven't found odor band down here in North Carolina. But I'd say that some Febreze with something added to it to give it a little extra kick. Keeping the vent fan on when you go to the bathroom. They weren't lying when they said this thing smell. Yes, child. It do. But I don't want to say I'm now used to it, but it's just you'll start to recognize, like, oh, well, that's different. Maybe I don't think that's supposed to smell that way. Or you'll start to realize, like I started realizing, even with the eating slow, I can tell when my stomach is about to say no ma'am to something. And when it says no ma'am, I say okay. And we're cool. We won't eat that anymore. I pretty much know within an hour if something isn't going to go well. And I know within that hour that I will be up in the middle of the night in the bathroom, or I will just, I need to be prepared for several hours of bathroom time. Multiple trips. But again, at this point, it's all about learning what was going to happen. Today has literally been the first day that I met my protein goal since surgery. Not one day had I been able to meet it. I'm about to go and see if I can finish and actually meet my liquid goal. But, I can't, outside of having the experiences that were so frustrating, just, feeling like I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't. I mean, because I didn't know what my body was doing. I couldn't know how to react to it because I really didn't know what was happening. So if you go through it and you find that you're somebody with really high stomach acid, know that, hey, that has a possibility to happen, because I wasn't told that. If you go and you're on day, 10, day, 15, 20, and you're still, regretting and, feeling like you made a bad decision, know that, yeah, you're not the only one that's gotten that far and still felt like that. Like I said, I'm exactly 1 month. Now I'm excited. Now I'm happy about my surgery. Now I'm glad to see what's happening. Since my surgery at the 3-week mark, I had lost 21 pounds. I was down 29, sorry. I was down 80 pounds since November. 80 damn pounds. I can't do anything but be excited. I pretty much got to go buy new clothes now, because if the folks at work who ain't seen me in weeks can recognize that my clothes are falling off of me, and it's someone who hadn't seen me for weeks even before the surgery, yeah, I think I need to get some more clothes. So maybe I'll get excited about, going to buy new clothes. Not really that excited, because I know this is going to happen often. But we'll see. So this ended up being a little longer than I thought it was. I'll say that because a lot of people always say, like, oh no, this ended up being longer than I expected. But I talk. So if you stayed and listened, great. I appreciate it. But that was my month. Ups and downs. A lot of downs. But man, the rebound is great. That's all I can say. The rebound is amazing. And I'm so happy. I am so, so happy I made this decision. So, I'll check in again later.